Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be planning the week of March 28th to April 3rd. And I don't know why I wrote 4 there because I thought I screwed up the other days, the following weeks, but I guess I just wrote it wrong here. That was last year, I should say. Right? Yeah, 29th to the 4th, it would have been that days. But anyway, so I am using a kit from Sticky Essential called Soft Vibes. And yeah, pretty much this week was the week prior to my exam, and it was pretty much like I studied every day except Thursday because I just needed a break because my head was hurting. And long story short, I'll probably talk more about it in my the following week because it will be my actual exam week. Let's just say I didn't do good. I'm just gonna leave it at that because I cried after, and the funny thing is that my friends were telling me, "Oh, that means you did good. You're saying that because you're stressing out." And I'm like, "No. I honestly feel like I did bad." So I'll probably talk more about it next week, or pretty much by the time you're watching this, it'll be tomorrow that video will go up, because I'm trying to catch up, and I did take a good break, because also the fact that my room is a mess and I didn't have my filming set up because if you didn't know that my brother moved out early March, so March 11th, 2 weeks from the spread or before the spread. So yeah, pretty much so we're combining my room and his room together. So then my dad had to take down the dividing wall because it was just a what do you call it, those Asian screens, I don't know what it's called. It's not curtains, but it's anyway, I'll probably insert a picture here, but pretty much that was what was dividing, or my dad inserted that to divide the walls, but to add some light for my brother because obviously he prefers to live inside the apartment more, so I live closer to the window, if that makes sense. So pretty much we're and pretty much our beds or our rooms are almost like cubicles. So pretty much I decided to take down this wall, fix it up because the cats use it as a scratching post. So instead of just covering it up, we just decided to take down the wall, then build a half wall, and then it pretty much close off where the curtains used to be, that would divide our rooms from the hallway area to the open area. So yeah, that is pretty much the ordeal, and pretty much I finally got my setup of my office, and I finally got my standing desk, and I'm so excited. So yeah, I'll probably do a room tour once everything is settled down, because it's just clutter everywhere. So yeah, anyway, so pretty much going back into the day by day, like I said, this week consisted of studying most of the time, so I didn't do any cool stuff, because except on Saturday because I had to go visit my grandparents' graves. So yeah, that is tradition in Asian culture that you visit, you can visit more than the actual twice a year. But my parents or my mom usually goes with her sister, so it's a whole scheduled thing, and you have to leave at this time at the at our house or from our house to get there on time. It's just it's really funny. But yeah, pretty much I gotta see my aunts and uncles from my mom's side. I haven't seen them since the wedding in October, which is crazy. So yeah, but my mom usually talks to them every week or every day at least, or one of her sisters. My mom is she's the youngest out of 10 kids, so it's crazy to think. Well, I have a lot of cousins. I do have a lot of cousins, but they're much older than me. Or compared to me or from my brother, because he's older than me, there's at least 8 years, and not much, but it's still a lot. So yeah, anyway. So I'm already on Wednesday, gosh. So pretty much for Monday, I marked down that I studied all morning, technically all day, and then I packed orders, and then I cleaned my desk, and then I got a Scroll Principal order, and yeah, I watched Riverdale. So this week, didn't really watch that many TV shows, except Thursday, I should say. And then for Tuesday, I had a USPS pickup. I studied more, and I don't know why I wrote far study instead of study far. it's just like, I don't know, my head wasn't thinking straight. So yeah, then I also published my April lineup. So that's something new. I don't know if I will keep that in my videos as like every month, but it's simple. Like, I'm just showing you what I'll be using in my memory planner, because I use leftovers in my actual planner, and I actually haven't been using my HP Classic Size planner as of yet. I've been using the EC Daily Duo because I already have inserts. I just decided to just punch them because I just needed something that I can just jot down, like as a to-do list. And yeah, it's not fancy or anything. It's just like literally list of things. Or I'm actually using my Hobonichi cousin as also list taking. I like notebooks where I don't have to like, I could just brain dump everything, if that makes sense. So it was like allowing me to have like free structure instead of having the structure that I always look for. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, and then oh gosh, what was that? My cat. Yeah, and then I took down the drywall that was dividing my brother and I's room. So yeah, and then I did some planning time, or I was actually, it wasn't like putting down stickers, it was most likely pulling stickers for my spreads, which I didn't film until like 2 weeks later. So yeah, and then for Wednesday, I had a meeting. I was starting a new client. I was supposed to start the new client on the following Monday, but the senior manager from my previous client released me, meaning that I was like, that engagement was complete. So pretty much they released me early, and I was like, I was really hoping to use that time to study for like a good 3 days and then start the new client, but nope, that was not the case for me. So I had to start a new client on Wednesday instead of the following Monday, which I was like, it's okay, because I wasn't doing, like, I didn't have that many work papers at the moment, and plus I started, like, compared to everyone else, I literally started a whole month after everyone else started. So it's kind of crazy. So yeah, then I was studying, and then I got paid for my full-time job. Then I watched Endgame. I published week 12, and then it was a late night because I was studying and probably designing some inserts because I will be having, oh gosh, what is it? HP, or, well, it won't be HP anymore. It's just classic size. So I'm calling the HP, like, classic size just classic for myself. So it just doesn't confuse you guys. But yeah, I'll be having, like, disc punch inserts. So I'm very excited because I finally invested in the disc punch that I wanted to get. So yeah, pretty much that will be releasing during the academic planners, which would be on April 30th. So it will be the last day of the month that I'll be releasing all the academic planners. I was expecting to, like, I kind of did it, like, earlier. Like, I was going to do it in May, but then I felt like I was really pushing myself because, or, like, limiting myself because I needed to get the orders out. So instead, I will be taking the month of May to pack orders, and plus, I may or may not be going to San Francisco because my cousin is getting married. And yeah, San Francisco, 2 months. So yeah, it's kind of crazy, but I've never been to the West Coast ever. My dad has, but I haven't, and I really want to go. And my grandma may or may not come from Hong Kong to attend the wedding, but it depends on whether or not she would need to quarantine in when she goes back to Hong Kong. So yeah, pretty much I have no clue if that is the case or anything. So I'm actually going to pause this real quick and then come back. So yeah, sorry, I just had to make sure that I wasn't running out of time to talk because apparently I have a lot of things to talk about this week, or not really, but yeah. But anyway, I may or may not be going to San Francisco because, yeah, like I said, I haven't been there to the West Coast, and the fact that there's an Asian, like mostly Asian cast on the CW called Kung Fu, and they're kind of based off of San Francisco, like their locations, but obviously it never gets filmed in San Francisco. It usually gets filmed in Vancouver. So that's what CW like usually, like, I think their headquarters are in Vancouver, so we shall see. But I've never been to the west side, like I said before, so it's kind of interesting. So yeah, anyway, so that's why I want to push, like, I didn't expect that the wedding would be in June, or I never expected a wedding to be in June at all, because obviously it's 2 months, literally, it's April, I found out on April 18th that there's a wedding in June, so, yeah, a month and a half, or technically 2 months now, is not that much time, so, anyway, and they're sending out invitations now, like, what? So, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Anyway, so, pretty much, that's the reason why I am, like, pushing the release earlier, but obviously I never expected that, but I wanted to make sure that all the planners that are academics, dated, will get to you in time, because it starts in July, so, yeah, I didn't want to push myself too crazy, yeah, anyway, so, pretty much, that is that, and it was also the fact that this engagement that I'm on will end, or, like, their filing day is April 28th, so it kind of works out that I won't be too stressed in May. So, yeah. Anyway, so back to the plans. So, for Thursday, I marked down that I watched some TV shows, which are, like, I pretty much caught up on some TV shows that I missed. So, obviously, the one and only Masked Singer, I had to watch it once it comes out on Hulu. I don't watch it the day of, and I'm really good at, like, staying away from the spoilers, because I like to listen to people sing, and, yeah, pretty much, I was just like, yeah, anyway, I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys, because I honestly don't remember, I think this was the Group A finale, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, or maybe it was the Group B, premiere, but I'm not too sure. So then I watched some other TV shows, and then I studied, and then I'm going to Florida. So if you guys are not part of, or if you guys didn't see that I posted about the Sugary Gal Shops, conference, it used to be in New York, so I don't know what happened if I pushed to Florida, but anyway, I'll be going to Florida, in November, so yeah, if you guys are going, I will be really happy to see you guys, so I don't think I'm allowed to say this yet, but, I'll be, sponsoring a table, so yeah, I'm very excited, because this is my second time sponsoring a table. The first time was at 110 in a Million's, party in 2019, so yeah, I'm very excited, to be sponsoring a table. As of right now, I don't know what my exact theme is, but, I got a few things, so it might be, like, planner, obviously planner related, so I might, like, put, I don't know yet, but I'll probably have a 6-month planner, probably as the table gift, or not table gift, what do you call it? The sponsored, like, portion, or, oh gosh, I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but anyway, so, yeah, just stay tuned for that, because I might, like, do behind the scenes of prepping for that, so we shall see. So then, for Friday, I marked down that, I published week 13, and then I watched, FBI Most Wanted and International, and I am so sad that, I actually don't want to spoil it, so, that one of the main characters for Most Wanted, they just, why did they have to do that? Like, I was really hoping, like, it really tugged at my heartstrings. Like, I literally bawled my eyes out, for this character. Anyway, I'm just gonna leave it as that. So then I, marked down that it was filing day, so that was for my previous engagement, so technically they officially filed on April 1st. And then, oh gosh, I forgot to mark my cousin's birthday. I'm sorry, but it's okay. He doesn't even watch my videos, so I know it in my head, and I actually marked it down in the monthly, so it worked out. So then I had a YouTube binge, and then I watched some more TV shows, and I finally watched Moon Knight, but I believe it came out on Wednesday, so yeah, I don't know what to think about it. It's just like cuckoo bananas. So yeah, it's like a lot of things happening, and I'm just like, whoa. And then he's talking to himself in the mirror, and I find it fascinating how they were able to edit, like him talking to the mirror while he's looking at the mirror, like a reflection of himself. So it's kind of interesting, to see that. Anyway, so then I went to Lowe's, and I finally bought, like, drywall stuff, like, to build my room officially. So yeah, and then for Saturday, I went to visit my grandparents' grave. Then I had lunch with my aunts. Instead of having it at, like, a dim sum restaurant, we just went to McDonald's, because we obviously don't want to be, like, too close to other people at the moment, because, yeah, so McDonald's was the easiest route, because there was no one there, or in, like, the seating area. Everyone was mostly, like, through the drive-thru. So yeah, and then was studying far. We went shopping, and yeah, and pretty much marked down like where I went on Saturday at the bottom. And then for Sunday, I marked down that I studied, and then I moved my desk to new office, which is technically my brother's room. So yeah, it was like a tight squeeze where I was sitting. So at that moment, so pretty much now everything is almost set up, but obviously there's still a bit of clutter everywhere. So then I watched some more TV shows, and then I watched the Grammys, and that was probably the best Grammys, like, or I wouldn't say the best, but yeah, it was pretty good. So yeah, that was pretty much my week in full, and I hope you guys enjoyed this plan with me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!